PlayStation E3 experience showing live in movie cinemas. PlayStation fans who can get to E3 will be able to once again tune into Sony presentation at the giant annual gaming expo in cinemas this year. In a post, the PlayStation blog, Sony announced that the PlayStation E3 experience will be launched on June 13 from 6 p.m. to cover 85 cinemas across the USA, Canada, at the first time Latin America. There will also be swag for attendance, including a PlayStation E3 Experience Cinema Cup and a PlayStation collectible card, exclusive to the event. In addition, fans will be given some digital goodies to be revealed at a later date. Tickets to the event are free and will be available on the PlayStation E3 Experience website of May 31 at 10 a.m. In other news, I'm gonna talk about the 3D Touch in iPhone. One of the marquee features in the new iPhone 6s and 6s Plus is the 3D Touch. 3D Touch includes three types of interactions: pick and pop and quick actions. In some ways, 3D Touch is a right click for iPhone. The biggest problem with the 3D Touch is knowing when it's available. If you press links in certain app, they'll show you pics. For example, a link in email message in Apple Mails show you a preview of a page on Safari. But pressing and holding a link in Twitterific My Twitter client brings up a share menu without using 3D Touch. Also, you need to figure out that pressing and holding a link in Safari provides a preview, a pic of the web page the link leads to, but only as long as you keep your finger on the display. But if you slide your finger up, then the preview stays visible and a menu appears below it. It is very secretive, and more guidance on the 3D Touch is available will be helpful. The same is the case with 3D Touch on the home screen. It's time to advertisements.
And there's your beautiful baby.
Any day now.
Really? You're eating Doritos? He's eating Doritos on my ultrasound. Do you see what I have to do?
I know.
Give me that.
Julián Jimenez, and this night we are going to present the show. The professor of Cincinnati is going to talk about a new treatment of Alzheimer's disease.
The Alzheimer's disease is a neurological disorder in which the death of the brain cells cause memory, loss of memory, and loss of cognitive skills.
So some people ask a question for you, I'm going to tell us, okay? So what have the blueberries that make them a possible treatment for Alzheimer's disease?
Blueberries compound anthocyanins helps to improve the memory and the cognitive function. The studies relies in the University of Cincinnati, my university, says that the compound help to stop the brain damage and the death of brain cells.
Okay, thank you for that answer. Okay, the audience have a last question that says, what did you do to prove that blueberries can help in the illness? So go ahead.
I used a sample of 47 adults in ages around 68 years old and give them a half of the sample blueberry powder. The fMRE, functional magnetic resonance imaging, shows that the people who consume the blueberry powder decrease the level of brain death, and their cognitive functions began to improve. Blueberries, in spite of being a wonderful and delicious fruit, helps to fight Alzheimer's disease and helps a lot of people that have this illness.
Once more, a natural compound helps to fight for a human disease. The nature is one of the most powerful healers in the world. The next illness that we are going to talk about is about the autism, that we are with a professional that have a lot of knowledge of this topic.
Hello guys. Autism is a general term for a group of complex disorders of brain development. This disorder appears in the first 3 years of life and affects the social and communicative normal brain skills. The autism illness could be hereditary, but the research shows us that the main cause of the autism is genetic factors.
Now I choose for me the more important questions that the audience give me. So, why monkeys can improve the students of the autism?
First of all, monkeys genetically engineered contain multiple copies of MSCP2, which is a gene that provides instructions for making a protein called MSCP2. The protein plays an important role in maintaining connections, synapses between neurons. As we all know, monkeys are very similar to humans. Their behavior resembles patients of autism. That's why they could improve the studies of this illness, because showing or observing the monkey's character, they should know what behavior has patients of autism.
Okay, thank you for that really answer. Go ahead with the last question. What did Chinese team did in order to help patients to understand the illness?
In order to understand how the autisms work in the brain, Chinese researchers inject virus transport humans MSCP2 genes into the monkeys. At the end, they have 8 genes of this type in the cortex cerebellum of their brains, close to humans' MSCP2 genes. Monkeys could help scientists better understand the brain of autism patients to provide them an appropriate gene therapy or medication. Monkeys are saving lives. We should do the same.
Okay, thank you for that great answer that people are going to improve and use in the treatments. Thank you for your attention.
Yo la
¿Ya?
¿Qué va a decir,
No,
¿Ya?
¿Qué va a decir, Y vengo a presentarles un poquito de mi nueva canción que dice Cucaracha.